Hello people, Tranicon here. Long overdue Fallout 3. I was doing New Vegas, if people remember, if they can hark back to the past. And I've been the New Vegas footage I was using for the past maybe 15 videos was stuff I played about a year ago. Because I was so addicted to it, I just kept playing it, and just capturing the footage and then did a post-com. But I've actually ran out of footage, so I went back to Fallout 3 in New Vegas a couple of days ago, and both of them weren't working. I've had a new graphics card since I last played them, and so I reinstalled Fallout 3. I quickly put the EMBs back on it, and it still wasn't working. It was like, it would load up, but it was like a void of nothingness. So then I read up on the EMBs and forgot that you have to turn off anti-aliasing and all this other bullshit. Then it worked. So I realised, well, probably that was the problem in the first place. I had the settings wrong, so I put back the Fallout 3 with all the mods on, and it was working. But I didn't realise not all the mods were on. And the footage you're watching now is me playing it yesterday with that. So the EMB's on here, but none of the weapon mods are on. Possibly no mods on at all, actually, apart from unlimited followers. Yeah, that's it, maybe. And the monster mod, maybe. But I haven't seen a single new monster the whole time I was playing it yesterday, so maybe not. I then put all the mods on it, and then it wouldn't load up at all. It just kept crashing on the title screen, so I turned them off and turned them on one at a time, each time loading it up to see which mod it was, and it was the Energy Weapons Advanced, or whatever the fuck it's called, that wasn't working. So I turned that on, and it was one file in that was fucked. So I've got it back now. This footage is at first not the whole thing back, but it's, you know, it's still Fallout 3. We haven't seen it for so long. Have we missed it, people? I don't mean my crappy commentary, I mean the game itself. So I've got it working now, but New Vegas, I can't get that working at all. That just won't even load up, even with the mod switched off. And I'm not reinstalling that. It took me, there's so many fucking mods on it. It took me fucking ages to get them all working, because there was compatibility problems with them, and to get that chick in it that you play with, that was nightmarish. It was about 50 mods to get her to work. If that's fucked, it's fucked for good. I'm not gonna reinstall all that shit. So I'm gonna look into it, maybe there's settings that's fucked there as well. But why it's not working, I don't know. But anyway, the Fallout 4 trailer, we all saw it a couple of days ago, whatever it was. My initial take on the trailer was slight disappointment, because I thought maybe it's too colourful. You know, Fallout 3 is very drab, very desaturated, very grim, sort of. It was almost quite depressing to play Fallout 3. I remember being kind of depressed when it first came out after playing it for a while. But that's kind of what it's going for. It's meant to be a little depressing. It's lonely. The world's been nuked. And the new one looks a bit more like populated, a bit more colourful. I mean, I know they're saying that it's Boston and it didn't get hit with the nukes as bad and stuff like that. But that's what's partly fun about Fallout, to see the whole thing nuked and all the buildings destroyed. So, but then when I flicked on Fallout 3 and saw how grim it looks and how desaturated it is, I kind of like the new look on it now. I think it's quite cool. I think it needed it to be a bit more colourful, because the EMBs help Fallout 3 be a bit more colourful. Even they're not enough. As for the new slightly cartoony graphics and stuff, I can't really say. It's too trailery. I saw a breakdown that the GameSpot did of it, and I got amazed. It did get me excited seeing all the factions again and remembering, and you know, and some of the cool stuff that they've done with Boston, like making the baseball stadium into a fortress with a town in it. And I didn't get what the pirate ship was, having never been to Boston. I was like, what the fuck's the pirate ship doing it? But apparently that's actually in Boston. So that got me quite excited, thinking, oh well, they've took the real city and they've Fallouted it. That's really cool. And so I'm actually quite excited about it now. Looking forward to what we can do with it. So a lot of people were sort of saying the graphics weren't very good, but I thought they were. I thought they were really nice. The lighting was great. it's a huge leap from Skyrim and Fallout. I know people are saying, well, The Witcher 3 is open world and the graphics are better, but The Witcher 3 open world, I think, is a bit of a con. Everything looks, you know, wherever you go, the question marks on the map, it's just the same thing. It's a group of enemies around a chest. There's no exploration in it, and I don't really care to explore it, even though it looks stunning. It's like Red Dead Redemption. That looks stunning, but there was no real exploration in it. It was do the main quests, and the wandering around was irrelevant. You know, the main quest would take you everywhere, whereas the Fallout games, if you don't explore, you'll miss tons of stuff. It's like entire quest lines that are actually better than the main quest are out in the wasteland if you don't go wander and find them. And there's no clues where they're going to be either. And the random events of Fallout, like walking along and seeing a Deathclaw fighting a Rad Scorpion and stuff, that's really cool. And The Witcher didn't have that. I wanted to wander around and see a Griffin fighting with the Wild Hunt or something. Or a Griffin fighting with a fucking giant ogre or some bullshit, you know, when you're wandering around. But doesn't seem to happen, so I do prefer the open world exploration of the Great Fallout. So it's here, it's coming out, and a lot of people think it's coming out this year too, so exciting stuff. So I thought I'd start this playthrough up again. So we're now on part 30. If you missed the first 29 parts, I'll link to the part 1 in the playlist in this description of this video. You'll love it. Because for a minute there, it looked like there were going to be Witcher 3 battle vids, because we finally got camera mode working in it. And Geo actually figured out how to spawn guards, which nobody else seems to have learned how to do. And I started to do it. Geo came round to do a giant battle vid, but unfortunately I was unhappy with, he couldn't spawn anything but this one type of guard, and that wasn't good enough for me. And then I wanted the people on horseback, and that wasn't working so good. And you know, the camera is not, I play with inverted controls, just what I've always used to. Like this Fallout footage now is inverted, and the camera in The Witcher is not inverted, it's the other way around. I can't do it, I can't control the camera, it just does my head in. So until a few niggles are ironed out by the mod community, there'll be no Witcher battle vid for now. Because unless it can be really good, I'm not interested. I could do a battle vid on it now and it'd be alright. But it wouldn't be epic and spectacular. I want it to beat Battle Vid 1. The original Skyrim battle vid. I want it to be that much of a viral hit. And it won't be if I don't get to do what I want on it. So. But Fallout 4 coming out, that should have the same kind of console commands as Skyrim had, so that'll be the next battle vid probably, if it's out this year. And that'll be cool, that'll be exciting. Because I'd rather do a fucking sci-fi Fallout battle vid anyway. I've done the medieval thing now. It's time to move on to the future. So hopefully it will be out this year, yeah. I was going to talk about Twitch as well. I've been doing the Twitch thing on and off. Not very often because I'm so busy doing other things that I never know when I'm going to do it, and people kind of want to notice, or they want a schedule. I always do it on X time at X day every week, but I don't see me ever doing that because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not, you know, like this week I've got my parents staying at mine because my brother's over from Australia, and so I can't really Twitch stream because they go to bed really early, and that's when I tend to Twitch. So I can't really do that. I can't have me yelling while they're asleep and stuff, so I can't Twitch until my brother goes back. Kicks his ass back to Aussie. People need to go sign up for Twitch though to enjoy. As the people who've been watching on Twitch will tell you, my Twitch is interesting. I'll stop playing the game sometimes after a couple of hours playing it, and then I'll do guess the movie or video game soundtrack with the subs watching. So I play a soundtrack from a movie or a game, and people have to guess. Whoever guesses it first wins. You don't win anything except the honor of victory. So come and join the party. See you at the party, Richter. I've seen a bit of negativity on the channel lately. People complaining that about the GTA vids. Geo makes those vids, not me. So anyone who's complaining about, oh, I want more TJ Laser, I want more Throthgan's game, well, that doesn't affect it because I make those. and Geo makes the mod show, so it doesn't affect any of the vids that
I don't
go
know
up.
who you are,
It's
but
just
you
an
don't
extra
belong
thing,
here.
so just don't watch it if you don't like it.
Our brothers at the Galaxy News Radio
But
building.
they do
We're
better
headed there
views
to
than
back
my
them
Let's
up.
Plays lately.
You can tag along if you
And
want.
some people were
Keep your
saying
head
that my
down and
Let's
try not to
Plays
do
have gone
anything
shit, that
stupid.
I don't seem as into the game anymore.
Kid,
Well, it's sort
I
of
don't care
true,
how
you
people
know.
I've seen a super
Dark
mutant
Souls
strike
Scholar of the
squad like
First
that
Sin,
take
I'm
down
not
5
massively enjoying
well-armed
playing it for
soldiers.
the 4th
That's
time,
fine. Next
because it
time
is
you wanna
basically
take
the
them on
same game
yourself and
again.
buy-
But there's nothing else to play hardly at the moment. People aren't watching The Witcher, so I don't see me carrying on with that. Maybe it's a bit of a boring game to watch somebody play, because it's just a load of cutscenes. But the views are terrible on it, so I don't see me plodding on with it. If people don't want to watch, I'm not going to do it, you know. The Dynasty Warriors thing's almost over. 1 or 2 more episodes to go, and then Hrothgar's unified China. The idea has been put to me by Geo of maybe if the patron gets to a certain number, doing another series of Dynasty Warriors, because those vids actually take a long time to make, because I've got to do all the stupid voices and I've got to play it for a long time too to have funny things happen, and the views weren't very good on that either for the effort, you know. If the patron gets up more, maybe I'll do another series of that. And then people were complaining about that, like, oh, what's with the patron? I think I did a Hrothgar Skyrim vid the other day, and that was actually from a Twitch stream. And I was talking to the subs watching, saying, you know, joking around about they should all join Patreon. If Hrothgar could have a $1 from every patron, he'd be a rich man. And I was actually just quoting a stupid advert that appeared in probably only British television. It was a charity advert for Africa, talking about how they don't want to live on handouts and all that. I was just taking the mickey out of that. I was just, you know, making fun of that advert, really, and people took it personally like it was some begging video, but obviously taken out of context, because I was talking to the subs at the time. And then I was singing that I'm talking about money because I just heard that song that day and I'd forgotten about it. Well, people thought it was some kind of a begging video. Well, first of all, Patreon is kind of begging a little bit. When we did the Patreon vid in the first place, the video advertising why people should Patreon, that was kind of a begging vid, and nobody seemed to mind for some reason. But if I ever mention it in other videos, I'm suddenly a scumbag. But of course, you got to remember that YouTube it takes a long time to do a vid a day every day. Some vids take longer than others, some vids are quick, some vids are not. You have to make a living doing it, otherwise you wouldn't do it. Like I keep saying, if I had to go back to a day job again, I wouldn't do YouTube because I wouldn't have the energy. I'm just a lazy person, so I'd come home from work and I'd crash. I wouldn't be playing video games and making vids. So I only can do it if it's stopping me from working a day job. And it wasn't on the views. So when we set Patreon up, that was basically us saying we're leaving because we have to, not because we want to. It's not making us a living, we gotta go. Or you guys can Patreon if you want us to stick around bad enough. Or those that do. And I didn't think anyone would go for it, and a bunch of people did. And those people are why this channel's alive. So it's no good saying, oh, fuck off with your Patreon. It's like, well, the vids wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for that, because we would have left. As I say, not because we're cunts, but because you've got to make a living to keep up daily content. So if you're not ever patroned on the channel but you love it, thank the patrons, really, why it's still here, because they're the only reason it is. The views I don't get enough views. I probably get enough views if YouTube used to paid for all the views, but they don't. They still claim that half the views are ad blocked or people watching on mobile phones, and they still claim adverts don't appear on mobile phones when they fucking do. So it's a big con, really, but that's YouTube. What can men do? And so that's why we need the Patreon, otherwise we were out of here. And the reason I mention Patreon every so often is because patrons leave, people can't, the same, whatever it is, 200 people. It's not the same 200 people for the past year, it just keeps changing, so I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't stop for those people who are interested in donating, It's not, there's nothing wrong with me telling people about it. Now, obviously, Throthgar talking about it was maybe the problem because he's singing about it and he's joking about it. But fuck me, people who've been watching this channel for a long time, stop taking Throthgar seriously. If I'm talking like this, you don't take me seriously. If I'm talking like this, that's when maybe you should listen to things I'm saying. Half the time, I don't even mean what I'm saying, or I'm just over-exaggerating stuff I say, because that's what the character does. I'm actually thinking of... I should have done The Witcher as me. I shouldn't have done it as a character, really. I'm thinking of cutting back on doing the characters and maybe doing some more stuff with me, because people don't get it. People who know Throthgar from this, when I used to do, you know, the Skyrim at the movies and the bikini contest and all that, they always... Throthgar was understood when he was in a machinima. People got the joke. But when people just flip onto a YouTube channel and then see me talking in that stupid voice, and they don't get it, they don't know who Throthgar is or why he's talking that way, it just pisses them off. And I think that's probably why this channel never grows, because the same people watch, because new people come along and go, what the hell's this fucking crazy voice? What's this fuck's going on? But the reason I did that is because I don't want to talk as me, really. I guess I've always liked fucking around and changing my voice and pretending to be something I'm not, because I find that more funny than being me, you know. I don't find me very interesting. It's more amusing for me to do it as Throthgar. But, you know. Plus, a lot of people think my voice is depressing sounding if I don't do like an accent. What can men do, you know? I don't have a Billy hashtag voice naturally, so I put on fake voices, you know. But we can't win there either. I've just finished. I pretty much finished my script. I'm about to make a promo of it, and I think if it comes to the point where I'm going off doing that, I'll try and keep the channel going, and I'll do like update vids talking about it, what I'm up to, and see how that goes. Fallout 4 should reinvigorate me. If Fallout 4 is as good as the great Fallout 3 that we're watching here, it's going to be a fucking great game. I mean, most of the games that come out today, I don't even complete once. Fallout 3, I finished like 3 times, 3.5 times, something like that. New Vegas, I played through a couple of times as well, not including the Let's Play I was doing on it. I don't know what it is about Fallout. I just think it did free roam better than any other RPG ever has, you know. Gio's mentioned if anyone would want to watch me play through the original Fallout 1, which I've never played. It's a pretty old game now though, an old 2D. But Gio said it was a better story than Fallout 3, the first two. But yeah, I'm going to start playing through this Fallout 3 again. And I've just put on a new mod that I didn't have on, the World of Pain mod, which adds loads of new areas and stuff. That mod was in New Vegas and it was really good. It was one of the best mods that was in that game. So I've added it to Fallout 3 now. I was actually on the fence of starting again, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I still think I had quite a bit to do in it, really. I didn't do any of the DLCs. You also might notice as well that a ton of the New Vegas Let's Play has been removed from the channel by fucking YouTube, because another stupid thing YouTube have done all of a sudden is decided that if you have put tags in the description, or if you've got tags that they consider not part of the video, they're just taking vids down. But it's ridiculous, because when we first started on YouTube, you were allowed to put tags in the description.
Anyway,
in fact, Machinima would tell us to do it. They were like, don't forget to put tags in the description, guys. Most of the vids that we used to give Machinima, that's how they did it. That's how they wanted the metadata set up. And now YouTube suddenly going, no, we don't like that now. Oh, too bad, I'm afraid, YouTube. You can't fucking change the rules. Who fucking cares, too? Is that really a problem going around on YouTube where viewers of YouTube are like, oh, help me, there's tags in the description, please, I can't take it anymore. What the fuck? I could understand when, you know, it was musicians complaining about their music being used because it's their property, but the fucking tags in the description, oh, what a problem. They better solve that one. Fucking idiots, man. And they might have took those New Vegas Let's Plays down because I put links to the mods in the description, and it doesn't know the difference. It just sees lots of text and goes, what's this? So, who knows if those vids are going to get back up or not. I had to go through every single episode of TJ Laser and remove the tags from the description because every single episode of him had them in there. Well, all the first 20 or 30 anyway. That was annoying because I didn't want to have any of them took down because a lot of people still like to go back and watch them, you know. I wasn't too bothered about the Fallout Let's Play. I don't think anybody goes back and watches that, but I'll still try and get it back on. I think it's took down some vids from my Age of the... I think it's took down some of the Throthgar Plays Skyrim from Age of the Gamer channel too, for some stupid reason. So it's another fucking bumble in the world of YouTube. I don't know what these guys who run YouTube do. They must have a lot of free time and just go, let's fuck around with this because we're bored. And they fuck it up. What can you do? This is why it's a bit of a stupid job. So this was the update rant. I'll probably start live comming this again instead of a post-com on Fallout. Because that trailer kind of got me wanting to play it again. So I'll try and live comment and stuff. But yeah, to people who are complaining, you know, this is the thing with the channel, you know, I don't pretend to be something I'm not. I'm not Billy Hashtag, you know, that's what the point of that character was. He was taking the piss out of YouTubers who are fake, phony, upbeat fucking knobheads, you know. If you want to watch that, go watch that. I'm not going to be like that because it's just not me, you know. If I'm pissed off when I do something, I'll be pissed off. I don't know why people are bothered. It's part of what makes the Throthgar rage. I mean, Dark Souls, you want him to be in a grouch. If I wasn't, I wouldn't rage, you know. Which is why people watch that shit. They don't watch it for the skilled gameplay. Witcher I was enjoying, but the views are so garbage on it. I can't justify me bothering with it, really. It's just too terrible, you know. Geo's mod show stuff twats the hell out of it. You know, it's ironic that people moan about what's with all the mod show. It's like, well, the mod show does a hell of a lot better views than my Let's Plays. So the only reason I'm still doing the Let's Plays is more because of the patrons. Really, I'm doing it for them. Otherwise, I'd probably bin them off based on views. I still do them for the patrons, really. Same with TJ Laser. I don't do him for views anymore. I do him because the patrons like him. Once you have patrons, you know, you've got to kind of make videos for them in a way because they're paying for the channel. So I try to do stuff that I'm guessing that they like to watch. I'll try and do more Throthgar Plays Skyrim because I know people like that. Maybe I'll put a load of more mods on that game again. It's got loads of graphic mods on it, my playthrough, but that's about it. I need to probably put some more mods on it to make it more interesting for me to play. Maybe do some of the DLCs. I actually never played the Dragonborn DLC. Never played it. That's the story so far, guys. So thanks for watching, those who are still around. Thanks again to those patrons who... There would be no channel trying to come without those stalwart warriors. And anyone who has patroned in the past too, you're all fantastic. And stay tuned, yeah, for Fallout 4 battles. See you later.